New tonight, someone calls 911, reports a crime, the police respond. That's a reactive approach to public safety.
And while that's a necessary function, Buffalo police are pushing to be more proactive by making partnerships in the community. Tonight, in a special report, News 4's Luke Moretti looks at keeping the peace. Luke?
Yeah, Jackie and Don engage with the public and develop partnerships. It's called community policing, and it's a philosophy the Buffalo Police Department is really starting to push.
The life of a police officer. Never knowing the dangers that lurk around every corner. At times, it can be thankless, sworn to protect and serve, while making split-second decisions that have a lasting impact.
I saw in his eyes he was scared as I was.
Armand Badger has been a Buffalo police officer for about 2 years.
Do you feel like you're making a difference out there?
I hope so. I hope so. I'm trying my best.
For about a month, Armand has been assigned to community policing, a job that involves a bit of social mechanic work.
What's going on?
Unlike patrolling, where you're constantly running from one call to the next, community policing is about being proactive,
Good for you. What's your name?
establishing relationships, and taking care of the little things before they spin out of control.
When I get a call from 311 or, I get a call from my captain to go see about a situation, I'm actually able to, kind of do my own little investigation of what really happened. Is this why this is the domino effect of this?
Armand, who's known to many as Mo, reports to Captain Steve Nichols, who's been running Buffalo's community policing program for about 4 years.
We want to empower the community to help share in the responsibility of keeping their community safe. We know that we can't do it alone.
Nichols says Buffalo has about a dozen full-time community police officers across the city, available 7 days a week to help with issues.
We have children, we have families, we have spouses.
Whoever team I'm on, we gonna win.
He says it's a philosophy, a way of developing trust through partnerships between police and the community they serve.
So that when we do confront them or have to be involved with them on a 911 call, for example, we've already met each other. It drops a lot of the tension down.
Mo Badger recalls a close call involving a violent fight in which shots were fired. As he and other officers tried to defuse things, a young man came at one of the officers with a knife.
I drew my gun and I pleaded with the young man, please put down the knife. Put down the knife. You take another step, like he was getting closer and closer, I'm gonna have to fire my firearm.
Fortunately, the young man dropped the knife, but Badger knows the situation could have ended tragically.
I grabbed him and what are you doing? And he was just out of it, and I found out he was a 14-year-old kid at that time. When I ride by that street, I see him all the time, and he's very respectful and understands, we can't tolerate that. But I think he appreciated the second chance that he got.
While police can't predict where and when crime will occur, they're confident that community policing will establish better relations and throttle back skepticism felt by some in the community. Partnering with religious leaders from across the city is one way of advancing the mission, which Captain Nichols views as a natural fit.
We know that people trust the clergy, and we also realize that the clergy they're centers of influence in their community. People from that area generally go to those churches, big or small.
Pastor James Giles of Back to Basics Outreach Ministries is the coordinator for Buffalo Peacemakers, which works in concert with law enforcement to reduce crime and enhance public safety. He says these sorts of partnerships aimed at problem solving create a humanizing effect.
And then when they see them later on, some of them recognize them by face. You're going to be less aggressive or less, there's going to be less confrontational when it's like that.
We want people to realize that we're human beings. We go home every night. We don't go back to the station. They don't plug us in the closet and recharge our batteries and put us back out in the street the next day.
For Mo Badger, community policing is about making a difference, one person at a time.
We're able to go in there and really deal with situations instead of just throwing a Band-Aid on it and going to the next call.
Now, one initiative that Buffalo is taking on is a Big Brothers Big Sisters mentoring program called Bigs in Blue. That's Bigs with a B, as in Buffalo. It's designed to connect youth with police with an eye toward building bonds between law enforcement and the families they serve. So they're getting out there in the community, and they've got a bunch of initiatives they're
The
working.
first
what?
time I ever heard of community policing was under Commissioner Gil Kurlikowski. He was a big believer in it.
It's a throwback, though, to the days when a police officer walked the
Right.
beat and knew everybody
Right.
along the street.
Yeah, they want to get out there and establish relationships.
Yeah, it looks
Smart
good.
thing to do.
All right,
Thank you,
Luke.
Luke.
Yeah.